Good afternoon, George Cavaligos for HFT Bonds and Notes. Took a couple days off. I hope you guys were able to ride some of this big move in the bond market that I've sort of missed. Good thing about this race, keeps going, doesn't stop. There's always another racehorse. So we're looking for the next racehorse now. We had a big down move today. A lot of it was early this morning before I kind of got acclimated again. Caught a couple moves today, nothing big, just kind of scalping, trying to get back into the swing of things. Really still feel a little uncomfortable with the move after, you know what, we've broke now. 7 handles off the highs on the bonds, and what, 5 handles off the highs, almost 6 in the notes. So what are we doing next? Well, we're getting close to the old lows, 130 even and 140.19 in the bonds. I think that's going to be our next trade, is to be still short, looking for a test of those levels, and then we got to see what happens there. Do we double bottom? Do we take those levels out and then, come back and do the spring trade where we make a lower low and then come back into the range again? I don't know. We'll see. Let's go there first. That's our, one step at a time trade, I guess. So putting our toes back in the water. You want to sell a rally. I'm looking at, the early lows that we saw at 130, 18, 19 area on the notes, and around 141, 18, 19, I want to say. If we can bounce that much, that'd be a nice spot to try and put some shorts on. I don't think you're going to be able to bounce that much before we see these lows. The yen's weak. That's driving this trade. We're sitting at 130.04 plus on the 10-year right now, right on the lows, and the notes are trading 142.23. I'm sorry, 140.23, and the low's 20. The old low's 19. So we're going to hit that low here in the next hour probably before the Globex closed. It's 3 o'clock. The S&P's just closed. The interesting thing I saw today was as the S&P came off its highs, bonds really never caught a nice bid. This is all, the Fed's taking QE away, but it's also the economy's getting stronger kind of thing too. More so the QE is going to be going away at some point. Personally, I don't think it's going to be in my lifetime, but we'll see. People think it's going away. That's what's driving this right now. And I think the Fed would like to cut back a little bit. They've hoovered up almost, I forgot the exact percentages. They're hoovering up, in some cases, 70% of the available float in many issues already. And they're going to do QE at $85 billion a month for the next, or $45 billion for the Treasuries for the next, 7-8 months. Won't be any Treasuries left for the rest of us. So we'll see. That's hyperbole, okay? I'm exaggerating that. Thank you. All right, we got our plan. Try to sell a bounce. Look for some kind of a reaction around these old lows. I think that's our first trade. We're almost there. So let's see what happens here in the next couple hours. Yen's very weak, closing near its lows. I think that's going to drive some more weakness in the Treasuries here. JGBs could be a debacle tonight. They're going to be over 1% for sure. I think they closed at 96 basis points last night. They'd been over 1%, had a correction, and now they're cruising back down to, or higher in yield. And new lows again, 130.04. We're going to go test those lows. Let's see what happens here, guys. Let's keep our fingers crossed so we can catch this next move. Have a great night. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning in the email.